Hello and welcome to... She will say it one day. We Need to Talk.
Yay!
With me, Lama Gamer, and this, my lovely wife, Killer Queen.
Hello.
We're here to talk about parenting in the 21st century. As you may be able to tell, those of you that are watching us on Spotify or YouTube, we're looking pretty haggard at the moment. Although I've got really nice looking hair. Thank you, Uncle Ben. But
The rice guy.
yeah, the rice guy or the guy that died in Spider-Man.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's a good doctor.
Uncle Ben. Let's hope he's not that Uncle Ben.
No, our friend Ben, who's known as Uncle Ben to the kids.
Yeah, thank you for
Did a
sorting my hair out.
beautiful job. You look stunning, and I look like a bag of smashed crabs.
Moving on. We are possibly looking a bit haggard, maybe sounding a little bit better, I guess, than we look.
You can see it in my eyes.
I don't know, you've got your hand across them at the moment. For those of you that don't know, Player 4 is currently going for a 4-month sleep regression.
Uh-huh.
Oh, yes. And don't we know about it?
It sucks.
I can't even remember what we're going to talk about.
We don't know what we're doing.
Nah. But,
Send an adult.
yeah, can we request an airdrop of adultness,
Send
please?
some help.
We're just going to have a nap whilst we run these credits.
Roll the credits.
Welcome back. We've had our nap and we are ready and raring to nap some more. Having fun with your drink there, love?
Yeah. Hydrate. To stay great.
Do you feel great?
No.
Drink more.
I feel doolally. I'm so tired.
So today we're going to talk about things that we've done well as parents and as a family, I guess, and things that we may not have done so well with. Throw in some jokes, throw in some random facts as well, and then top it all off with your favourite segment, which is...
Churns my butter.
It does indeed. And last time it churned both our butters, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, it was a double churner.
Double churn.
There was a hand gesture I was going to do, but I decided not to.
What could that hand gesture be, for those of you watching at home? You literally did it by accident. So yeah, let's start off with our word of the pod.
Oh, yes.
You like this because I have to do it.
Yes, I
Right.
love this. This is always a surprise for me.
And me. Maybe.
Okay.
So the word is the word blore.
Blore.
Yeah.
At least I can say it this week.
Yeah, Blore.
Okay.
Any ideas what that could be?
No, none at all. I can't even start.
Okay, so the description is to cry out, bleat, or bray like an animal.
The hell's I got to do with that family?
So when I sit there and go,
Yeah, you do that.
yeah. So that is.
A moose.
So I am technically bloring. Not boring as fuck, bloring as fuck.
We all make non-word noises, I suppose.
I'm guessing it's just...
Exclaims.
Yeah. Or as we would call huffing.
It's bloody hair.
You just did one there.
I know you can't see it because it's a hair, but I'm literally molting. We'll get on to that.
Mum jokes versus dad joke. We now need to settle this tiebreaker, well, for this week anyway, because we're currently at 2-2. Last week you won because you decided you won.
I think I realised last week you don't understand the point of this. It's not to have in the nicest way.
I'm being the dad that don't understand the point of dad jokes.
No, I think our goals are different. I think that's why I keep thinking I'm winning and you don't agree with me. The point is to have the worst joke that makes you groan rather than the funniest joke. You want a reaction.
Right. Okay. You go first then. Ladies first.
Okay. What do zombie vegetarians eat?
Zombie vegetarians. Not too sure. Go on, tell me, what do zombie vegetarians eat for... What, just eat? You almost exploded over that.
What do they have for their tea?
Yeah, I was literally saying, what do zombie vegetarians have for their tea? It might be different for breakfast. Lunch. Do they have meals?
On wheels?
I don't know. Do they use cutlery?
Right, let's start again. What do zombie vegetarians eat?
What do zombie vegetarians eat?
Grains.
Shit.
That's the point.
Oh my god.
That's the point.
Okay, fair enough. That was funny though.
If you're finding it funny, go, that's the best joke I've ever heard. I've lost. You're supposed to go, that's a reaction. That means I've won so far.
Right. Okay.
You've got to have a corker.
Why can't you hear a pterodactyl go to the bathroom?
Why can't you hear a pterodactyl go to the bathroom?
Because the P is silent.
That's great.
Fuck's sake, I've lost.
Yeah, mine was worse. You
Right.
shit. You didn't laugh at mine. You said it was awful.
I'm going to just laugh for laughing sake now to claw this back for dads.
3-2.
Yeah, 3-2 to the lady jokes. No, are they? The lady jokes.
Excuse me and my lady jokes.
The lady jokes. Show me your lady jokes.
No.
To be fair, I looked there as well.
You did, yeah.
Yeah. Dads, you need to get in the chats and share me some jokes now. Okay, so now we're on to Raisin Bristolians. I feel like I've got a similar jingle every week.
I think that was the same as last week.
God knows. Anyway, water fountain sound effect.
Right.
Could you do the sound effects for it? Because we don't have... It did sound like an elf whispering.
It's not even like a whirlpool. No,
Do it out the microphone.
I'm trying!
You're like this. Wow, that ear projects so well. So what is your Raisin Bristolian moment for this week, my dear?
It's sleep regression.
Yeah, that is a big topic for us at the moment, isn't it?
It's literally, I feel like it's taking over. I had a point last week where she was sleeping for like maybe an hour and a half through the night, and then wanting to either like comfort feed or like properly feed in between. And then I thought, oh, we'll get to like 2 and she'll be fine, because that's what's been happening. She sort of gets to 2 a.m. and then she sort of settled for 4 hours, and that's where I'm getting the most of my sleep. She just didn't stop. And then when player 3 woke up and I took her downstairs, because I thought, well, there's no point in leaving her to cry next to you, because she's gonna want feeding again. She literally did that the whole day. Like, I think it was either Wednesday or Thursday last week, and she literally, I don't think I did anything. I literally was stuck on this. It was like having a newborn again. Stuck on the sofa, feeding, changing, cuddling, napping, and like I cuddle her for like 10-20 minutes, and I'll be like, right, put her down, I'm gonna go do the dishwasher, I'm gonna go do a load of laundry. The second I put her down, breaking her heart. Not even just like, you know, when babies like stir and you think, oh, will they resettle? Just like 100% volume, hysteria, like crying in pain.
Yeah, it's like agony, isn't it? She's just like, ah! And that's it, death metal scream.
And she did that for 4 days last week.
Yeah.
This week's been better, but I just haven't had a chance to catch up. Like the house looks like literally we abandoned it and fled the country.
Yeah.
It looks, you know, we got small children. I know the house doesn't matter, but it's got to get to a point where it's a health hazard.
Yeah, it's not that bad, but yeah, I get you.
It worries me, especially with you have asthma and you've got 2 little ones. Last thing I want is bugs flying around unnecessarily.
Yeah, and the problem is, like with the sleep regression, she's very much attached to you because obviously we're on the breastfeeding journey, and I can't soothe her at all really when she's in that mood.
I said to you last week, this is controversial, I'm gonna say this. I regret breastfeeding.
Fair enough.
For like the load or like the workload, I regret doing it. Like P3 wasn't breastfed. We had problems when he was born.
Yeah.
As in like he was poorly. So he was in and out of NICU. I was trying. He just wasn't well enough to like latch properly. So we went to bottles to get him hydrated for his health, and then we tried when we got home, but with COVID the support wasn't there.
Yeah.
And we weren't able as first time parents to figure it out on our own. So he went to bottles, and I never worried about his weight. I never worried, apart from when he was ill, I never worried about his hydration.
Yeah, because you can measure it.
Because I literally knew what was going in and what was coming out. With her, I feel like I have not stopped worrying about her health from the day she's got here.
Yeah, I agree.
Controversial, breast is best and all this. I know people are saying fed is best. For me personally, I kind of wish we'd either combi fed from the beginning.
Yeah.
And persisted with it. I know, like, I was like, no, I want to feed because I wanted that milk to come in. And that's all the advice you're given is feed as often as you can. I kind of wish we'd gone a bit like, no, I'll have a small milk supply that she can have overnight, say. We feed her bottles in the day.
Yeah.
I wish we had done that. Because for me personally, especially having player 3 as well, it's a lot, and no one can help me because she needs feeding from my body.
Yeah, she's also not used to having a bottle. Like, literally, she fights the bottle off of us.
Yeah, we haven't tried in a little while, so maybe we should try again.
Yeah. I'm all down for that.
But not being in this house helps.
Yeah.
Although someone has successfully fed her in this house.
Yeah.
But we were both out of the house.
But yeah, the sleep regression has been brought on because it's natural with the baby.
Oh, yeah, it's because they're learning to roll, basically. The second she learns to roll.
It's the soothing element of the sleep regression that we're struggling with at the moment, isn't it? Because she won't, if she's in a state, she won't want me. She doesn't want me. She won't want me. She doesn't want me. There's one person that'll make it right, and it's mummy, which is lush, and it's great to see, but like, it's hard being a dad, watching you just be helpless in a struggle there. You know, I want to get involved, and I'm sure loads of other dads out there are like, I want to get involved as well.
Yeah, you want to take it off.
Yeah.
Off me.
Like, the amount of times I have, and it's just gone, nope. The last pod, I held her for an hour while you were having PT.
Yeah, we talked about that last week.
Yeah, and she didn't calm down and then the moment you had her in your hands.
Well, it was the moment you walked into the room and stood by me, wasn't it? She could smell me. She was quiet, at least. She wasn't calm, but she was quiet for a bit.
Yeah. But yeah, the sleep regression is kicking our butts, to be fair. But I think that's because it's the second time around as well.
Well, we're not getting to nap with the baby naps, are we? Or
it's not COVID as well.
Yeah. The first half, apart from working in healthcare, which was stressful, I loved my time at home with you. I did not feel like we were on top of each other. I did not feel like we were struggling mental health wise. You and me both were like, haha, bye world, see ya.
Yeah, we're not.
Call me when it's over.
Yeah, we're not that kind of couple that's like, oh, I need a break from either half. Yeah. You get sick of things I do, but that's different.
But not you. It's different.
Yeah, 100%.
Tidy your stuff up.
Yeah, don't look behind us. There's a pirate ship in the bin.
I don't think you can see it, can you?
Yeah, there.
Oh.
Literally there.
My head's hiding it.
Yeah, you were perfectly masking the pirate ship that has now appeared.
But yeah, it's just, if you're going through it as well, it's a lot, and it's okay for it to be a lot. And if you're a breastfeeding mum and you're feeling the same, you don't have to regret it. That's just how I'm feeling.
Yeah. And it's valid. Like, you regret it. It's fine. But it's not that you don't regret breastfeeding her. It's just,
I wish we had found another vessel. Because, for me, we thought about pumping and putting my breast milk in a bottle, and I think that would have been just as stressful.
Yeah.
So I kind of wish we'd come be fed and not been scared to introduce formula in some way, because we were so, it's the royal we, me, was so gun-ho on breastfeeding because everything else got ripped away from me and none of it was my choice or my decision.
Yeah.
I was like, this is the last thing and I held onto it with two hands, and all I've done is dig myself a bigger hole.
Yeah, but we can dig each other out of it. We got this.
Absolutely. What's yours?
My raising Bristolians moment, and I don't tend to have many negative ones really, apart from the obviously the bickering and the power struggles with the kids and all that sort of thing. But really, the last week or so now, work's turned on the pressure for the first time really since player 4 was born, and I'm having to stay away a lot, 2 nights a week. I know to some parents that's not a lot, but to us and how close we are as a family, it means I have less time with you. And there's only so many bedtimes and bath times you get before they're too old to want to be read the story and stuff. And these are the bits that I'm struggling with myself, because obviously as the primary earner in the house, I have to go out and work because my job requires me to be on site. But you get that dad guilt. I know there's the mum guilt. There's also the dad guilt, or necessarily the primary earner guilt.
I just think there's parent guilt. I don't think it needs to be mum and dad. That we all feel guilty about times that we aren't able to do something for our children or be there for our children because of extenuating circumstances.
Yeah, it just makes you regret having a job. It really does, because your family is everything. And I get maybe 18, 20 years with these kids, and then they're going to have families of their own like we are. We don't see our parents have as much as we do.
No.
I want, we get 18 Christmases, 18 Halloweens.
I got something scary to tell you.
Go on.
We have got one more year with player 3 before he goes to school. This is my last year having him to myself. Next September, he goes to school, and his friends will be the most important thing in his life, not us. And at the moment, it's us.
Yeah, it's scary, isn't it? Thinking that I'm going to be away nights and days, maybe weeks. So
if you're away, because normally there's at least twice. Well, the normal was twice a week, and then you ended up doing back to back, didn't you?
Yeah.
So there's 52 weeks in the year.
Yeah.
And you're going to be away twice a week.
Yeah.
So
110 nights.
There's 110 nights.
out of 365.
That's a third of the year you're going to be away from them.
Yeah, and that's just the bit I hate.
Yeah.
Knowing that there's a third of the year that I'm not home.
For that important bedtime, bath time, what I call the intimate parts, that's where you really make your bonds with your, the hard times and the good times too, but like that personal care with the kids, which, give player 3 another year or so and he won't want me to bath him, he'll want to get in the shower and all those sorts of changes will happen.
Yeah, and that's my raising Bristolians moment, is I've realised that my job is taking me away for a third of those bath times and bedtimes. I don't get that privilege.
Yeah. And when I do work, it's after they've gone to bed and I'm home. Normally I don't get to see them until I pick them up that evening because there's like a half-hour crossover.
But yeah,
so I'm missing out on half an hour of them once a week. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's nothing in comparison to a third of the year.
Yeah, which when you look at it, dads out there, if you stay away more, you start adding that up. Suddenly you think, shit, there's a lot of time with my kids that I'm spending with the company, and it makes you sort of calculate how important is the job I work, how important is the time I spend away from them, and these are all dilemmas that go through my head as a parent. I don't know if any other dads or primary earners of families, I don't know what you would call them.
Primary earners is fine, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what you as the main breadwinner.
Yeah, you have a primary parent and a primary earner, don't you? You can't be both.
Yeah,
and if
some
families
are fucking fair play. Yeah, as the primary earner, I realised that my sacrifice, although you're sacrificing sleep and stuff like that, is mine's time. And that's the bit I'm coming to grips with.
Keep us afloat.
Yeah, and it's
because without it, we wouldn't be afloat.
Yeah, and it's scary as shit when you realise that there's a third of the time. So if you think about it, 18 years.
Yeah, but you're not going to be reading a bedtime story beyond the age of about 8.
No, but you know what I mean. A third of even worse then.
Yeah.
It's 2 years I don't spend.
I saw something on TikTok once, and it said you have little kids for 5 years. So he is already 3.5. So like I have basically one more of everything between now and September when he goes to nursery goes to school next year. I have one more summer, I have one more Christmas, one more birthday where mummy and daddy are the centre.
Yeah.
Because I feel when he goes to school next year, that will shift and his friends will become the most important thing because he'll be spending Monday to Friday, 9 till 3 with them.
Scary, isn't it? It's longer than he spends with us.
Yeah. And it will shift. So I want to make this year as full of memories for me, selfishly. Like, he'll get a kick out of it because there will be lots of fun things. But this time next year, he'll be going off to school and then it will just be me and player 4.
It's scary. My take on it is that you realise that although you feel like you've got a year left,
you've got 8 months.
Scary.
Yeah.
So that's my raising Bristolians thing, is just being aware of the fragileness of being that primary breadwinner. You sacrifice time to keep the family afloat.
Yeah.
And not many families see that. They see this as dad or mum going off to work, having a break from their kids, and that might be the case for some families. Like the parent is really happy to get away and have some time away. Fucking, I would do anything to just stay home all day.
There are a lot of people where I work saying I come to work for a break, but I do think they are joking.
I hope they are, because like to me, the kids are the most precious thing we've got.
Yeah.
Well, since we're doing this blooming podcast, just to normalise that having these feelings, not having the bravado of, oh yeah, my kids are a nightmare, blah, 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 I need a week off from them, blah, blah, blah. We love our kids to death, honestly. If you're a parent and goes, actually, I'd rather a week away from my kids, what the fuck's wrong with you? Honestly, like, I feel so strongly about that as well. Yeah. We know people that are like that and have said things like that to us.
But I feel like if you would be like, all right, I'll have your kids for a week, would you not hear from them? No, they'd ring every day to make sure the kids are all right. I don't feel like.
But the way they talk about it though, like if you
agree.
take people on face value,
yeah,
I've never once said, "Oh, flipping out, I trade this all for a beer," and we know people that would say something to a similar ilk.
But I think like we see how special our kids are. Do you know what I mean? Like, even if they are run of the mill average people, to us they are super special. I feel like that is because that's what we feel children should be cherished. I hope when we hear it from people that it's just the bravado and people don't mean it. What I mean. But we are, like you said, we are trying to get rid of that.
Yeah.
Love your kids.
Yeah, it's like it's the whole like man up, boys don't cry thing. Yeah. Stereotypical mindsets which us as a generation are trying to challenge, And this almost boils back to it. As a dad, I would do anything to be home with my kids. I don't need to be at work to feel like a man. I feel more like a man when I'm looking after my kids.
Yeah. To give you a bit of peace of mind, without you going to work, we would be destitute. And it's something I always, and I will tell P4 when she understands, when you go to work and player 3 gets so upset,
Yeah.
I tell him why you're doing it. Not just, oh, daddy has to go to work, and that's the end of it. I realised one day he doesn't know why you go to work. And I'm like, well, why does daddy go to work? He's like, I don't know. I was like, daddy goes to work to earn money. And then I went through all the things that we, like, you know, child sensitively and age appropriate, all the things we need money for. Because I don't think I understood that until I was about 10. Because my parents never wanted me to worry about it. Like, when I was like, oh, you know, I want to go for a bike ride with daddy, my mum was like, oh, dad's at work. And it was just, he was unavailable. It wasn't he's unavailable because he's doing something else for you. I really want our kids to know that the reason they can't have you is because you are doing something for us.
Yeah. Not
because you are just unavailable.
Yeah.
It's not that you're unavailable to him, it's that you're doing something else for us in a different way. So that, you know, because you do have quite an important job, and some of your phone calls that you know, if you are able to work from home like once a week or whatever, I want him to know that when you say, right, I'm going up to work, that he doesn't come and disturb you. I don't want him to be in a place where he's like, well, daddy's home. He's available. Yeah. No, you're at work, and that daddy, the second that daddy is available, he will come running down to be with us. And you do, like, you know, if you can grab a 5-minute break here or your lunch break, you do come down and spend it with us. Yeah.
But yeah, we sort of started this podcast as a way of, like we say, normalising parenting in the 21st century. And part of that is get rid of the bullshit around, oh, I've come to work to get a break for my family. Get rid of that. You're here because you love your family. You're at work because you love your family. No one goes to work because they love their job. If you could be at home all the time and be with your family, I would say 90% of people would.
Yeah, and get paid to do it, yeah.
You know?
Yeah, if you had a situation where money wasn't an object, would you go to work? If I had small children and I had unlimited money, I would stay at home. I'd plough everything into my children because it's temporary. And once they're at school,
then you go back.
I'd find something to keep me occupied.
Yeah, I agree.
If money was no option, it's like we had no mortgage and our bills were covered by someone else.
Yeah, please podcast, make us big.
I'm not fussed about being famous or...
No, just pay the bills, please.
We do pay the bills.
No, the podcast pay the bills, you numpty. Start a GoFundMe or a Patreon. Why not? I'll start sending toe pics. So that's our Raising Bristolian sort of piece, really. And it's quite sad, this week's one. I'm sorry.
It's quite serious, yeah. But life is serious, and I don't feel like we'd be doing a service if we sat here every week and told everybody what amazing things we're doing with our kids all the time.
Yeah, it's not fair, because that's not real.
And like, you see it on Instagram, you see people who are like the perfect parent, and they're constantly out doing things that, I get it, they're sponsored by these wonderful things, and they can give, if you could give your kid that opportunity, do it.
Hell yeah.
100% gets it. But it's not real life. No one is sat at the end of a PR marketing team going, go and do this, doing this in real life.
Yeah.
We all are all striving to be sponsored by someone, offered opportunities by someone to be a vlogger. Like, it is, I think, what most kids want to be when they grow up at the moment. I say do what makes you happy.
Yeah.
This pod, we're not going to do any more games. We just felt that we've talked quite a lot about things that matter this time. So it's a bit more of a serious pod, but we don't want to edit too much. There's fluff. There's always fluff with me. I repeat myself.
Yeah, we've been talking for 54 minutes on a 30 minutes podcast. And I had a poo in that time.
So, yeah, we're going to skip straight on to Churns My Butter to keep it in a listenable chunk for you. Yeah. Aren't we kind?
Oh, yes, we're so kind.
It's a funny one. We're going to lighten the mood with a churn.
Well, with that in mind, let's cue the jingle. Let's go.
I tell you what, that churns my butter.
Why do we
Why
do
am I biting my bottom
lip? Anyway, that was a fantastic jingle. Don't you think so?
My favourite so far.
For those of you that wonder why we do this, it's because we add the jingle
in post.
Exactly. So we had no idea how long that jingle was.
Jingles in the post. First class.
Oh, yes. So, what churned your butter this week, my darling?
Being postpartum. No.
Well, I can't really add to that one.
It's just the hair. I don't think you can see it, but like, there it is. It's just ridiculous. It's all falling out. And I constantly
Thank you.
look like I've just been for a run. You know when you've been for a run, you look a little bit dishevelled, a bit sweaty. It looks like it's all stuck to your hair.
Yeah.
Stuck to your head, sorry. I constantly look like I've either just got out the shower where my hair is all stuck to my head. Like all my volume is just
Your hair does
gone.
tend to be stuck to your head.
No, but like look, you know, like one of those dogs with the really long flappy ears. You know, like in the Aristocats, he like stands on his own ears. Anyway, so like,
If anybody knows what that dog is, let me know.
It's all falling out here.
Oh, a basset hound.
Yes, it's all falling out here. All the volume's gone. There's all these baby hairs, all like sticky. You can't see it on the camera. Just how bad it is. And down here, it's like I've never brushed it all the time. It's like thin hair, thick hair, and I look like the before photo.
Can't wait to see the after.
That's what I mean.
You're stunning.
Oh, yeah. It's just changed my butter. It's the worst thing about being postpartum is it just makes all of my hair, which is something that for me I don't normally ever have to maintain. I just literally wash it, brush it. Where's the wood? I want to touch wood before I say something. Touch the guitar for me. Is it wood?
Yes, it's wood.
Feels like plastic.
Why is one?
Let me touch it. Let me touch it when I say it.
Alright, touch it.
Not grey yet. No, don't start.
You have got greys.
No, I have not.
Just not on your head. No!
I can! Yeah, my hair is like my low maintenance thing. I wash it, I brush it. It's always been super shiny and glossy. I've never had to really worry about it. And
it's normally really nice when you're pregnant.
Yeah, it's amazing when I'm pregnant. Postpartum, I look like a drowned dog.
Woof. Well, I can't really chime in on that one because it doesn't churn my butter.
Oh, that's nice. You can say that. You can turn it in.
It doesn't churn my butter.
It just annoys me. Like, I'm not a person. I bought a scrunchie for this.
Oh, here we go. The OnlyFans is coming, boys and girls.
I do not like my hair up. I will show you why. I have a really big head.
You can't stand next to my meat head. I look like flipping...
You balance me out, but like...
I balance you out, thanks.
This is not my opinion. We have both had hobbies where we've had to have our head measured.
Yes.
And I've had people measure my head and been like, yeah, we don't have anything that fits. I'm in proportion, but I have a meat head.
I remember arguing with a man in Pompeii for a hat.
Yeah.
He was trying to sell me a hat that was like 2 inches too small for my head.
Yeah, because we know how big your head is from hobbies and sport and stuff, helmets. And...
Try and guess how big my head is, everyone in the...
I know.
You saw me arguing with a Pompeii-ish person. What are they called?
Italians?
An Italian about the size of my head.
Did you forget where Pompeii was? But yeah, I don't like having my hair. I've had my hair up for every pod. One, because it's boiling in here. And two, there's nothing else I can do with it. And I just feel not like myself. I always have my hair down, don't I?
Pre-kids.
I'd plait it. If I had to have it back, I'd have it in 2 plaits.
Yeah.
And so it was down. So I had something here, either side of my face.
So if you've got shit hair or if you're bald, tune in.
If you're postpartum and know what I'm talking about, I want to hear from you in the comments.
Yeah, please.
Postpartum hair and body and image. Ugh. We'll get there.
You look stunning. Just so you know, I love you. I think you're stunning.
Thank you.
Even your greys. On that note, thank you for tuning in.
He's a dickhead, isn't he? I don't have any greys. I'm a baby.
You are my baby.
Of 33. Are you older?
Yes. But I have no greys.
No, neither of us are grey. It's great.
Nope. Just fat and ginger. You're not ginger. I don't know why you're thumbing
I'm
up.
agreeing with you. I feel like when I put my hair up, I have more chins.
You do. Look. Oh, they've gone. No, they haven't.
Yeah, it just hides them. Like...
You look like you're looking for a porthole now. Like,
hello? Hello? Is anyone in there? Peekaboo!
Flipping now, let's wrap this thing up then. We've broken her, everybody. We thought we were going to make it through one podcast without breaking her, but
And now back to looking like a fluffy dog.
Fluffy dog. Can I pet that dog? Can I pet that dog?
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much for podding with me tonight.
That's okay.
The bonus features are a year long. If you did like this pod, then don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow us and give us all the stars on Spotify and stuff. You know, however it works out there.
And all the toe pics.
Yeah, and there will be toe pics in the mail. I promise. Do I need to promise that? Okay, no one needs to see these toes. How about this? There will be no toe pics in the mail if you do subscribe, because no one wants to see these gargoyle talons.
No, I'm looking down at them now.
Caw-caw.
They're pretty impressive.
Caw-caw.
You could pick up small mouse with those.
I can pick, I can fly up and eat it. On a serious note, if you did like it, don't forget to subscribe and do all the notification-y stuff, because it really helps us out. And also drop us some comments and let us know what you think of some of the topics we've raised today, and if they're, if they appeal to you, or if you can relate to any of them. But in the meantime, if you have anything on your mind, we need to talk. See ya, bye.
Bye.